Have you ever stopped and really wondered, could living alone in your later years actually be one of the best things that ever happened to you? I know that might sound strange at first. A lot of us grew up believing that aging means depending on others, dealing with loneliness, or feeling like the house is just too quiet. But what if that silence wasn't something to fear, but something to embrace? Because here's the truth, living alone after 60 isn't always a burden. In fact, for many people, it can be a hidden blessing that changes everything. In today's video, we're diving deep into 5 powerful, often overlooked benefits of living alone in your golden years. These aren't just little perks like getting to control the TV remote. I'm talking about life-changing benefits, things that can bring more joy, confidence, and even peace into your everyday routine. Whether you're living solo now, thinking about it, or just curious, stick with me. What you'll discover might completely shift how you see this next chapter of life. Number 1. Total control over your daily routine. Let's start with something simple, but surprisingly powerful, the freedom to live life on your own clock. When you live alone, your time is your own. Wake up when you want. Eat breakfast at 10 a.m. or skip it entirely. Take a walk at midnight. Nap in the afternoon. There's no one else to work around, no compromises, no schedules to sync. Just you, moving at your own rhythm. And that freedom? It feels incredible. For years, maybe even decades, you've likely been adjusting your life for others. Spouses. Kids. Grandkids. Work. But when you live alone, that chapter shifts. Now, your routine can finally revolve around you. Take Harold, for example. He's 74 and retired. After his wife passed, he was nervous about being alone. But once he settled in, something unexpected happened. He rediscovered his own rhythm. He reads in the morning, goes for long walks without checking the clock, and cooks whatever he feels like, spaghetti at 9 p.m. Why not? He told me, for the first time in a long time, I don't have to explain my choices to anyone. And it's freeing. That kind of independence isn't just convenient, it's healing. It brings a calmness and sense of control that many people don't even realize they've been missing. Now, before we get to benefit number 2, if you're enjoying this so far, do me a favor. Tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. And leave me a comment, just type, number 1, if you've ever felt that kind of peace from living life on your own terms. Also, if you know someone who could benefit from this message, maybe a parent, a friend, or even a neighbor, share this video with them. You never know whose life it might touch. Alright, let's keep going. Number 2, emotional clarity and inner peace. Another benefit that often surprises people is this, emotional clarity. You see, when you live with others, your mental space is constantly shared. There's background noise, conversation, energy, someone else's emotions blending into your day. But when you live alone, a quiet calm starts to settle in. And that stillness? It opens up space to hear your own thoughts again. It might take some getting used to. Judith, 78, told me that after her husband passed, she couldn't handle the silence. She kept the TV on all day, just for noise. But over time, she started to turn it off. She began journaling, sitting quietly with her tea, and listening to the birds outside. And then, something clicked. She told me, for the first time in years, I felt like I could finally hear myself think. I wasn't reacting to anyone else's moods. I was just being me. That kind of emotional space is rare. It lets old feelings rise up and release gently. It helps you make clearer decisions. It calms your nervous system. And maybe most importantly, it lets you become more in tune with what you actually want, how you actually feel, and what actually matters to you. Solitude doesn't mean being lonely. It means choosing peace. And when done with intention, it becomes one of the most powerful self-care tools you have. Number 3, rediscovering your identity. Now, let's talk about something that hits a little deeper, your identity. For years, many of us wear labels: mother, father, spouse, caregiver, worker, boss. And while those roles are meaningful, they often leave little room for your personal identity. But living alone gives you space to rediscover who you are. Not just who you were, but who you are now. When there's no one else around shaping your day, your mood, or your choices, something special starts to happen. You start asking yourself, what do I actually enjoy? What do I want to try again? What have I been putting off for years? That's exactly what happened to Glenn. He's 79 now. After raising 4 kids and running a business, he suddenly found himself alone. At first, he was overwhelmed. But then he remembered his love for painting, something he hadn't done since his 30s. He joined a local art group, started painting again, even cooked meals just for fun. And little by little, Glenn came back to life. He said, "I feel like I've stepped into a version of myself I never got to explore before. It's like getting reacquainted with an old friend, me." That kind of self-discovery is powerful. It builds confidence, self-respect, and a sense of purpose that many seniors say they didn't even realize they were missing. Living alone doesn't just mean having your own space. It means having the freedom to be fully, unapologetically yourself. Number 4, more meaningful social connections. Here's something that might surprise you: living alone doesn't mean being cut off from the world. In fact, for many older adults, it actually strengthens the quality of their social connections. One of the biggest misconceptions is that living solo equals isolation. But the truth is, when you live alone, you tend to become more intentional about the people you let into your life. It's no longer about how many people you see, it's about who you choose to spend your energy on. When you're not managing someone else's moods or routines at home, you show up to social moments with a fresh mindset. You can invest your energy in relationships that truly matter. Conversations become richer. Visits with friends or family feel more genuine. Even a simple chat with a neighbor feels meaningful because you're choosing it, not just going along with someone else's plan. Psychologists call this intentional socializing. It's the difference between being around people because you have to and being with people because you want to. And that shift can lead to stronger, more fulfilling relationships. Take Mary, for example. She's 81 and lives in a small cottage by herself. For years, she kept herself busy with family gatherings just to avoid feeling lonely. But once she started living alone, she realized she wanted something different. She now hosts a monthly book club with a few close friends. They share stories, laugh, cry, and talk about life in ways that feel truly authentic. Mary says, "It's not about having a big circle anymore. It's about having the right circle." When you choose your connections carefully, something magical happens. Your relationships feel deeper, your conversations feel more heartfelt, and your social life becomes a true source of joy. Number 5, a healthier, safer home environment. Let's not forget one of the most practical and powerful benefits of living alone: you have total control over your home environment. Think about it. You can arrange your home exactly the way you like it: your kitchen, your furniture, your lighting, your temperature. If something doesn't feel right, you can change it immediately without negotiating with anyone else. For older adults, this can make a huge difference in daily comfort and safety. Living alone means you can add grab bars in the bathroom, remove tripping hazards, set up brighter lighting, or even adjust your furniture to make moving around easier. These small changes add up to fewer falls, better mobility, and more confidence in your independence. There's also an emotional side to this. A home that feels calm, organized, and personal can reduce stress and help you feel more secure. Robert, an 83-year-old widower, shared how he transformed his one-bedroom apartment after downsizing. He filled it with soothing colors, soft lighting, and even created a small indoor garden. Now, every morning, he waters his plants while sipping his coffee in peace. He told me, "This home doesn't remind me of what I lost. It reminds me of how I'm living now." Experts say when older adults feel in control of their environment, they experience less anxiety, better sleep, and even stronger emotional resilience. And let's face it, there's something satisfying about having a home that's truly yours, from the food in the fridge to the way you fold the blankets on the couch. It's all set up to support your well-being, exactly the way you need it. So, let's recap the 5 hidden benefits we've explored together. 1. Total control over your daily routine. 2. Emotional clarity and inner peace. 3. Rediscovering your identity and independence. 4. More meaningful social connections. 5. A healthier, safer home environment. Living alone in your later years isn't just about solitude, it's about freedom. It's about shaping a life that reflects your values, your pace, and your joy. Yes, there might be moments of silence, but in that silence, you can find yourself again. Aging doesn't mean losing your spark. It's about choosing how you want to live and embracing a lifestyle that supports your happiness and independence. And if living alone is part of your journey, it can be one of the most empowering decisions you'll ever make. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share one insight from this video that resonated with you. Have you experienced any of these benefits yourself? And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends or family. Your support helps us keep creating videos that inspire and uplift. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.